Hi, I'm Molly, and today I'm going to teach you Lesson 1-9, Order of Operations and the Distributive Property. We're going to start out with Order of Operations. Like you saw on the last slide of my PowerPoint, I explained how the order of operations goes in this order. PEMDAS, or PEMDAS, which means please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, or in a more mathematical term, parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, and then addition and subtraction. We are going to do the equation. 10 minus 2 in parentheses times 10 squared times 2 divided by 5 plus 3 minus 7. You must do parentheses first in PEMDAS. 10 minus 2 in parentheses equals 8. Leave the 8 in parentheses as long as the problem is in parentheses. You leave the solution in parentheses. After parentheses, you do exponents. 10 squared equals 100. And so you replace 10 squared with 100 and write the rest of the equation. Next is multiplication and division left to right. We are going to start with 8 times 100, which equals 800. You will replace 8 in parentheses times 100 with 800, which is not in parentheses, and then write the rest of the equation. So this far you should have 800 times 2 divided by 5 plus 3 minus 7. 800 times 2 equals 1600, or 1600, and then write the rest of the equation. 1600 divided by 5 plus 3 minus 7. 1600 divided by 5 is 320, and then you write the rest of the equation, plus 3 minus 7. 320 plus 3 is 323, because you have to do addition and subtraction left to right. 323 minus 7 after doing the addition is 316, which is the answer to the equation. 10 minus 2 in parentheses times 10 squared times 2 divided by 5 plus 3 minus 7. Next is the distributive property, which is distributing numbers so that you can easily find the answer to the equation or expression. So we're going to start out with 65 times 15. 65 is the solution to 60 plus 5. So we're going to split up 60 and 5 and multiply 60 times 15 and then add that to 5 times 15. 60 plus 15 is 900, and 5 times 15 is 75. 900 plus 75 is 975. Order of operations and the distributive property are Lesson 1-9. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back later. Hey, it's Molly again. I'm going to teach you Lesson 2-1, Writing and Evaluating Algebraic Expressions. Now, here's the vocabulary. A variable. A variable is a symbol that represents one or more numbers and are usually letters. An algebraic expression is a mathematical phrase with at least one variable. Let's practice. Evaluate the expressions. Use x equals 5, p equals 3, and t equals 6. 4x plus 8. First, what you have to do is you have to replace x with its proper value, which is 5, according to the directions. So you have to write 4 and then 5 in parentheses, which usually helps me read better and evaluate the expression better. And then plus 8, because that's the rest of the expression. You solve 4 times 5, because in order of operations, you do multiplication and division before addition and subtraction. 4 times 5 is 20, and then add plus 8 for the rest of the expression. And then evaluate 20 plus 8, which equals 28. 28 is the answer to 4x plus 8. Now let's do p times t plus x in parentheses. P in this expression equals 3, t equals 6, and x equals 5. So I have replaced all 3 of the variables with their proper values. So you should have 3 times 6 plus 5 in parentheses. You must do parentheses before multiplication as in order of operations. So you add 6 plus 5, which equals 11, and you add the 3 outside the parentheses to finish the complete the equation. 3 times 11 is 33. 33 is the answer to p times t plus x with using x equals 5, p equals 3, and t equals x. Evaluating and writing algebraic expressions is lesson 2-1. Hey, Molly, for one more lesson, lesson 2-6, solving two-step algebraic equations. I'm going to step you through 5x minus 10 equals 65. First, you must balance out both sides by adding 10. So you should have 5x plus negative 10 plus 10 equals 65 plus 10. Okay. If you add 10 to both sides, which evens out both sides of the equation, you should have 5x equals 75. Now, to get the answer to this equation, you must get x alone. So you divide x by 5 because x is being multiplied by 5, and the opposite is dividing by 5. And then 65 plus 10 is 75, so you also divide that by 5 to keep both sides balanced. 5x divided by 5 is x, or 1x, and 75 divided by 5 is 15. Hope you guys liked all the videos. Thanks, and hope you got a lot of help from all these lessons. Hey, it's Molly, and this is Brownie, and we want to say thank you. Thanks again.